response home pregnancy test. And it says on the box that you can call this number if you have any questions. Well, I followed the directions very carefully. And, well, I know that, but I was just wondering, how pink does it have to be? Because this is a very pale pink. Oh, I see. So it's definitely positive then. I'm positively pregnant. Well, isn't that wonderful? I can't wait to tell my husband the great news. Thank you so much. Bye. Well, Loreli, it looks like you are in deep doo-doo. Oh my God. How could this happen to me again? I must be as fertile as the Amazonian rainforest. Oh, baby, why aren't you calling? I sure need to talk to you right now. You said you'd be back 2 days ago. You said you'd call me. I certainly hope you have a good excuse. I certainly hope that your hands are tied, and I mean physically. He's gone off with those guys he works with again. They're bad news. He's gonna get himself into trouble hanging out with them. I don't trust him one bit. Oh, baby, why aren't you calling me? I can't believe you're not calling me. If that phone doesn't ring in the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna shrivel up and die. And if I don't die, I'm gonna kill myself. By God, I will, Charlie. And then my life will be on your hands. Please call, Charlie. Please call. Please. He's gone off getting himself more drugs again. I know it. I told him to stop with those drugs. Those damn evil drugs. I hate those drugs. He told me he'd stop because he stopped hitting me. He only did it a few times, always after being drinking out with his buddies. He hurt me more inside than he did outside. And I think that's what he wanted because that's what he was hurting. I understood that. I cried till I couldn't cry no more. It was like he was possessed or something. I knew it wasn't really him that was hitting me. It wasn't Charlie. It was something downright evil come over him. Those damn evil drugs and drinking was what it was. I know it. But Daddy was the same way though. Same evil temper. He did a lot of drinking. Finally killed him with that drinking. He'd come home yelling at the top of his lungs about something or the other. He never hit my mom, but he beat my brother Jimmy, something awful. He never hit me. He used to call me his little princess. He'd put me on his lap and say, "Princess, do you want some candy?" I never could wait for my dad to come home and bring me some candy. Of course, it wasn't the same way for Jimmy though. He must have dreaded the moments Daddy would come walking through that door. He'd find something to yell at him about, and hit him. He hit him lots. I never could watch it. Never could listen to it. Jimmy would cry and Daddy would say, "Boys aren't supposed to cry." I never thought that Jimmy should have cried. I thought my daddy was right. That he was trying to teach him to be a man. But he shouldn't have hurt him like that. That wasn't right. I'd always go into the kitchen with my mom when it started. I always felt special. I was a girl and I didn't have to go through that. I felt like I was the chosen one. I remember the night Charlie chose me. That was the most special night of my life. I never met him before, but I heard about him from my friend Crystal, who worked as a waitress at the restaurant, the Windmill Restaurant, where he worked as chef. Well, he was the sexiest thing that walked through the doors of Bones here that night. Of course, Billy was flirting with me that night, as usual. But Charlie just came right over, stood right in front of Billy, came right between us, looked me up and down and said, "Well, you got the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen." And then as competitive? Well, I was the prettiest girl that night. I was wearing my powder blue sweater. My mom always said I looked good in blue. But this is my good luck sweater. I wear it for every special occasion. It's not tight fitting and all, but not low cut or anything. I wouldn't want to give it a bad impression. I don't know. Maybe Charlie will want to get married when he hears. Maybe he'll want to do right by me. Maybe he'll even want to have the baby. We could have a shotgun wedding. Who am I kidding? I'm sure Charlie would rather be killed by a shotgun than get married. Charlie did say that I make a beautiful bride. He said, Loreli, you are so beautiful you could be on the cover of one of them magazines. Charlie used to hit me sometimes. Well, he still hits me. He only did a few times. Often after being drunk with those buddies of his. He was always sorry. You know, I won't be no virgin bride, that's for sure. Would I have gotten to have been married by 15 if I was to be a virgin bride? Well, I remember my first time. Jake was much older. He was at a party, and I told him I was ready. We were drinking everything under the sun. My head was spinning round and round, and Jake took me up to his room and let me sit on his bed. Of course, we started smooching when we got up there, and then I blanked out. Next thing I knew, he was on top of me. It didn't feel good, that's for sure. Felt like something exploded inside me. And I couldn't exactly stop him at that moment. Part of me wanted to get out of there, but part of me wanted to pretend like I was actually enjoying it. Because I didn't want to say that I was a cold fish or something. That wasn't womanly enough. Well, that night changed my life. Scarred me forever. I was afraid of my own shadow. I was much stronger as a little girl than I am as a woman. I was never afraid of anything. Never afraid to be alone.